Hi everybody, Dave Sullivan here for the Credit Guy TV. You know, I always tell people to go out to annualcreditreport.com to get a free copy of your credit report, but I didn't realize that some of you might not be familiar with the format that they come back in. So what I wanted to do is make a quick video on how to read your free credit report. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, this is page 1 of your free credit report back from TransUnion. Name, address, current address. You want to make sure, and employment is on the first page. You want to make sure that you have this information correct because it's now being cross-referenced with fraud databases. So while it won't impact your score, it is important to have it correct. And actually on this one there was an incorrect job, so if you want to watch this video, it'll show you how to dispute that. But okay, this is page 2, a series of accounts here listed, but I wanted to go through one in particular. This happens to be a department store card. There are some very important dates here though, and the most important date of any trade line is the date opened, because you want a long credit history. It's more important than anything else in the FICO scoring model. So whenever you're looking through your free credit report, you want to look for date opened. And if you have accounts that, if you have many accounts and you want to close a few of them, you want to look very closely at the date opened. And if you can keep the oldest few accounts open, that's what you want to do. So date opened, very important. Date paid is a lot like date of last activity. It just means the last time you made a payment. But obviously, if you had an account like this one, where a payment hasn't been made in a long time, no balance is on here, so this account has actually become dormant. So this would be a great one to kind of reactivate. Charge something small on it and keep a small balance on it, because it will give you another old account with credit history, with all good credit history and active. Right now it's not really helping you at all with your FICO score because it is dormant. So date updated, that just means the last time they updated the information. So there's been no updates on this account either since February. Paying status current, paying or paid as agreed, that's what you want. It might say current was 30, current was 60, 90, things like that. It's a revolving account, and it's individual as opposed to joint. So the key things there are to look at. Now, if you were an authorized user, it would show that here. You can get removed off of a authorized user account very easily, but again, make sure that you have a long credit history. You don't want to dump out of a card that's got a long history. So if there were 30 or 60 or 90-day lates here, they would appear here and then in the history. And the older the late payments are, the better off you are from a credit perspective. If you just had a recent 30-day late, that really hurts you a lot. But if you had a 30-day late, 2 years ago, it's not such a big deal. So that's what you want to look for when looking at a credit card. Now this is a bank account. This account is closed, but the same things apply. High balance. Oh, here's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. So the high balance on this was $464. Credit limit $1,500. So if there was a balance on here and it was over $1,500, that would be very negative, even though you've always paid on time. Because the high credit is below the current balance, it actually hurts you as much as a collection account. So, credit utilization on your revolving balances is the quickest way to get your score up. You want to pay that down to 5 to 9% is where you want to be. So that's that on this. What else we got here? So okay, so if it does say closed, you know that this account is not active, and it actually is just being reported, and it will be reported for 7 to 10 years depending on the type of account on your report. Over here, see, it was a mortgage account. It's unrated, which is fine. Responsible participant on account. I'm not sure why the change, but she was listed as well. So, date open, date closed. So that will stay on there because it's a good account for up to 10 years from 2003. So next year this should fall off. Another home equity line of credit. Nothing new here, so let's go to page 3. Okay, so now we've got inquiries. Regular inquiries are inquiries that you've made for credit. So you went out and you said, I want to get some credit from you, pull my credit and find out what you can do for me. So that's what regular inquiries are, and these actually count towards your credit report. And if you want some more information about how they affect your score, click right here, and you can watch the video on that. So promotional inquiries, those are if somebody actually is going to offer you some new credit, they can actually have access to your credit report, but it is a soft inquiry. So it doesn't affect your score at all. And these are people who may or may not have had a account with you at one point, just different promotional inquiries, but these should all fall off after 2 years, as well as these. And then you've got something called account review inquiries, meaning that they have an account with you, and every so often they pull your credit just to see if they can, up your interest rate or whatever it is. But these are just account review inquiries. Again, a soft inquiry, nothing to really worry about. Again, just so you know what they are. The ones that you really want to be concerned about are the ones that were up here, the regular inquiries. Those are what you need to be concerned about. And again, you want to limit your inquiries as much as you can. It doesn't kill your score, but you don't want to have a whole bunch of inquiries on there. It will hurt you above and beyond 2 inquiries. And like I said, watch that other video for the information on inquiries. So I wanted to point out here, one last thing is they do give you the address for TransUnion and a phone number. This is a really important phone number. You should keep this. It's a place where you can actually call and talk to somebody after you're on hold for a few hours. But, you can actually call and talk to somebody. Very valuable information. And this report is the free report. So hope that helps. And with a little bit of me, we're going to change the credit industry. Thank you.